Yeah. And then you can let everybody in. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. We're just going to wait another minute or two for a few more participants to sign on, and then we will begin. A lot of familiar faces. Nice to see you all again. Joan, Kim, hi, good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
Joe Reddick is joining us too. How you doing, Joe? All right, let's just start it off. Wayne, you good?
I'm good.
All right, so good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us. Together with my colleague, Kristen Kelly, my name is Dave Petizzo, and today the LIA would like to introduce a new series to our virtual platform that we like to call Talking Business with Long Island Leaders. So to kick off this event, we would like to welcome President and CEO of Bethpage Federal Credit Union, Mr. Wayne Grossè. And before I tell you a little bit about Wayne, I would like to tell you all a little bit about Bethpage Federal Credit Union. So Bethpage is a premier financial institution committed to enriching the lives of its members, employees, and communities it serves for 80 years. Bethpage is the largest credit union in the Northeast region, as well as 13th largest in the nation, with approximately $10.6 billion in assets and over 424,000 members and 36 publicly accessible branches throughout Long Island. While Bethpage branches networks through Long Island, they serve members nationwide. Bethpage offers a robust digital and now virtual bank service that allows members to bank from anywhere. Bethpage is part of the national COOP network that gives members access to their accounts at over 30,000 free ATMs and 5,000 plus shared branches across the U.S. As a financial cooperative, Bethpage offers the best in-market rates, low fees, and world-class service, plus a full menu of consumer and commercial financial services. Wayne joined Bethpage Federal Credit Union in 1999 with 18 years of credit union experience. He was named President and Chief Executive Officer of Bethpage Credit Union in 2015. Under Wayne's leadership, Bethpage expanded its charter in 2003 to serve nearly all residents who live, work, or go to school on Long Island. In 2016, he led a market expansion initiative that enhanced Bethpage's field of membership to an open charter not limited by geography. Over the years, he managed most of his credit union operations and strategy, which helped Bethpage grow into the 13th largest credit union in the nation, as mentioned above. Within the credit union industry, Wayne plays an active role in numerous associations and was instrumental in spearheading two breakthrough shared service operations. He is a member of the Co-op Board and the National Credit Union Advisory Council, where he serves with a key credit union leaders as an advisor to the industry. Locally, Wayne is the chair of the Family Service League on the board of the LIA. Wayne is a graduate of Oswego State University of New York with an undergraduate degree in political science and a master's degree in business from Dowling College. He and his wife, Laura, live in Bayport, New York, and are proud parents of 3 sons, 2 daughters-in-law, and a beautiful granddaughter. Please welcome Wayne Grossè.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it.
Anytime, and thank you for taking the time to play a major role in this new platform that we're introducing. So let's start off by acknowledging that Bethpage has won prestigious Best Places to Work awards. So tell us what set Bethpage apart when it comes to employee engagement?
So we were voted the 29th best place to work in the US by Glassdoor, the 6th best company to work for in New York State by the New York State Society for Human Resources Management in 2020. And we were the premier inaugural best place to work for large companies in Newsday's recognition in 2018. We have an incredibly collaborative culture. We have many clubs and activities that we offer at no cost to our employees. We have continuous learning opportunities so staff can grow and build their careers with us. Our executives volunteer with and participate in many of the clubs to get to know our teammates throughout the company. And in 2020-21, we're doing some virtual coffee chats with me. We also have a monthly executive that sits with the coffee chats as well. And monthly, we also do birthday breakfasts for those folks who have a birthday in that particular month. It's all of this and frankly, much more that leads us to these awards and more importantly, an extraordinary member experience for our employees.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Also, Bethpage has been a solid community partner to Long Islanders for many years. Tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Sure. So we're committed to giving back to the communities we serve. Our executives serve on more than 40 boards. In 2020, we donated to 57 different charities, and our employees volunteered about 1,500 hours. Now, in a normal year, volunteer hours are closer to 8,000 hours. Through our community engagement program, the Heart of Bethpage, we provide more than $2 million in financial support to charitable giving and sponsorships like the Bethpage Air Show, which is going to take place this year, by the way, at Jones Beach, and Bethpage Ride Bike Share program, and the Bethpage Turkey Drive with Island Harvest. In addition, we offer both youth and adult financial seminars and the IRS Voluntary Income Tax Assistance Program, which provides free tax preparation for individuals earning less than $60,000 annually. Both programs are now offered virtually. In 2020, Bethpage Federal Credit Union awarded 50 scholarships to college students at about $77,000, including 31 News 12 scholar athletes. Through our charitable giving and community programs, we've supported COVID-19 emergency relief funds for established working nonprofit partners that have the ability to deliver immediate, impactful results. This was in addition to supporting 57 organizations we supported financially. Programs that supported education, housing, family services, food insecurity, and diversity. We sponsored a community fundraising effort with Northwell Health's COVID-19 emergency fund, and we provided support to Mount Sinai South Nassau COVID-19 support fund, and also supported COVID-19 education through their Truth in Medicine and vaccine awareness programs. Our annual turkey drive with Island Harvest, as mentioned above, showed that in the face of hardship, our community can still rally together and show their overwhelming generosity. We broke all previous records with 3,100 frozen turkeys and over 28,000 pounds of non-perishable foods distributed to those in need in the time of this holiday season.
Wow, that is a lot. I'd like to give a round of applause to you, Wayne, and the entire team at Bethpage Federal Credit Union. Those are amazing charitable things that you do. I know we have Joan Flynn from Island Harvest, who's actually part of the event today. So thank you for all that you do within the Long Island community. So moving on, in 2020, we all know it brought challenges to many of us, and it happened overnight, quite honestly. How did Bethpage handle the pandemic from the beginning to where we are today?
So our number one goal was to ensure the safety of our employees and our members while maintaining our services for our members. We're an essential service, but to ensure our staff was safe, we put our branch in A/B shifts to ensure we always had a team to open the branch when quarantines became necessary. It also provided for better social distancing. When the staff is home on the alternate days, they have laptops and they serve members through calls and video appointments. And like everyone else, we immediately shifted our back office teams to work from home. We have been doing crisis planning for many years and had attested a prolonged absence 2 years ago, which proved to be very valuable to us. Our teams came together to shift most member services to a virtual or phone platform. We redirected a team to handle emergency relief programs for our many consumer and commercial borrowers who needed assistance during this hard time. We also waived CD penalties to members who needed their access to their cash. And we also created a team to focus on the PPP loans for our small business customers, members. We'll start to bring back staff throughout the summer on a voluntary basis, either full-time or on a hybrid basis with a few days in and a few days out. Our hope is that the vaccine becomes more accessible and available, and we can slowly rejoin the branch teams in the AB system so that they're one team back again. A credit union is a not-for-profit cooperative, and what you do with your profits, since you are not publicly traded, is interesting. Credit unions are member-owned, and you mentioned we do not have, as you mentioned, we do not have shareholders. We reinvest our profits into the infrastructure and member interest rates and keep what fees we charge very, very low. It's a relatively simple model, although we offer the same complexity of products and services as other financial institutions do. We're not for profit.
Excellent. I know I can't personally wait to get back into the office. I know I am one that kind of enjoys a little structure, getting out, getting into my car, driving to work, sitting at my desk, doing my job, associating with my coworkers and colleagues. So I really cannot wait, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. So Bethpage sits on our board of directors and is a strong supporter of the LIA and has been for quite some time. How has this been good for business for Bethpage Federal Credit Union?
Yeah, so we've been a strong supporter for many years, and we find it mutually beneficial to do that. Our community commitment certainly includes the business community. The LIA's ability to bring national speakers twice a year to Long Island to hear and learn from is very credible to us. We also support the advocacy work in Washington and Albany, and here on Long Island with our annual State of the State reception in Albany, the State of Long Island breakfasts, and many advocacy meetings held at the LIA. This provides our teammates with the ability to network with business community and legislative leaders. Our staff has also participated in the YP programs and women's collaborative events. We also partnered with Kevin Law and Matt twice to bring 20 not-for-profit leaders to DC to meet with our federal delegation. This was in partnership with former Congressman Israel, who set up the meetings to help the not-for-profits learn about important grant and funding opportunities for them to take part in. It was an incredible opportunity, not only for the not-for-profits, but also for the LIA and Bethpage executives who attended as well.
Excellent, and thank you so much for that. You yourself, as well as your colleagues and the organization, play a major role within the LIA, and we want to thank you for all that you do for us. There was a big announcement that Bethpage Air Show will take place this Memorial Day weekend. Last year, we all know it was canceled, as well as everything. So it was exciting, I know, for me personally to hear this. Tell me a little bit about what it will be like this year as opposed to the previous years.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit different. We are having the Air Force Thunderbirds this year. It's not the Blue Angels, which usually doesn't have the same draw as the Blue Angels, but there's going to be a limitation in terms of how many people can come. Normally, we have about 200,000 people on any given day, as long as the weather's nice. This year, the capacity is going to be closer to 40 or 50,000 people, and that's going to be spread across all of Jones Beach fields. People can come in up to 2 spots for a specific field to see the show. We're going to have a lot of social distancing going on, and there'll be a ton of safety protocols that are most important. And we hope it was, it's going to be a great weekend once again, but it will be very, very limiting compared to what we've seen in the past. I know under our tent, we're not going to provide chairs so that we don't have to do with cleaning protocols that are necessary. So it's just going to be a very different show.
The fact of the matter that you're actually hosting the show kind of shines light that we hope to be coming towards, I don't necessarily want to say the tail end of this pandemic, but at least it's starting to open up again with the availability of this, the local sporting events, which are allowing X amount of people in. I mean, listen, Kevin has mentioned this so many times in the past. It's only going to get better. I think that the worst has come, and the cliche is it gets worse before it gets better. And I think we've been there, and now I think the better days are coming. And your event right here is just showing it. I think we're all kind of used to already certain restrictions that are required. So I don't think that the restrictions on your event or any other event that's going to be open up will be a challenge for anybody. I just think the light is at the end of the tunnel personally. So I'd like to take this time right now, Wayne, just to ask you a couple of personal questions. One I'd like to ask is, what do you attribute your success to?
So I think my success has been all about hard work and patience. I know a lot of people who get in roles in management, and I was a manager in my early 20s, and people are impatient and they say, oh, where's the top seat in this organization, and how can I get there tomorrow? I was very patient in terms of my elevation in the organizations that I worked for before Bethpage even, and taking the time to learn the business as best I could and to take on as many responsibilities as I possibly could. I was considered to be, in my first role in Pan Am Federal Credit Union, I was considered to be the Pac-Man because every time there was a new responsibility that became available, I said, okay, I got that. And it gave me a great grounding. As you mentioned in my bio, I've overseen almost every area of the credit union at Bethpage, and that's because I had the experience and the skill set level from my past.
Excellent, excellent. I know what my day-to-day details are, and I'd like to hear a little bit about what your day-to-day details are. Just a typical day of Wayne Grossè, from the minute you start your day till the minute you end. Just enlighten us a little bit, if you don't mind.
So my pre-COVID day used to entail a lot of walking around our two existing buildings, 899 and 999 South Oyster Bay Road. We've got our main office at 899, and we've got an auxiliary office at 999. My day used to be entailed with a lot of meetings, and then during the times that I had a lull period, I would walk around and kind of do what I'm doing now with the water coolers that I talked about earlier. We interact with a lot of people. We've got there's nothing that anybody does in the organization that's a singular achievement. It's usually, it takes a village. There's a lot of people that are involved in a lot of different things. And I try to get around to understand people's roles in the organization, their needs, and their even their personal lives, what's going on there. So I do a lot of that. I do a lot of interacting with the staff and trying to understand where their goals are and what they want to achieve in life.
Excellent, excellent. And one last question for you is, tell us about your greatest inspiration. Who has that been, if it's a specific person?
Yeah, I would say it's probably my mom. When I was going to college, I was paying for it myself. And there was a period of time when I really didn't have the money to go to a specific class, for a semester. And I was ready to drop out. My mom kind of convinced me that I needed the education. She footed me some of the money. I paid her back. But it was a situation where had she not stepped in and said, why don't you do this? Why don't you finish this up? Because I was close to my graduation at the time. And I just was like, I really can't afford this, so I'm not going to go anymore. And she was the one who stepped in and said, you know, you really need the education. That's what's going to get you, you know, a foundation in life. And why don't you finish up?
Excellent. Well, Wayne, I don't want to take any more of your time. You've been very gracious, and I wanted to really say thank you for taking the time out today to sit with me and have some open discussions on Bethpage Federal Credit Union, as well as you personally. I'd like to say that I think this was a great way to kick off this new series. I want to say on behalf of the LIA, we want to thank you for taking the time to take part in this event today. Also, for all of you who are in attendance, please don't forget we have a couple of great events that are coming up. So please head over to our calendar of events on our website, which is longislandassociation.org. You can get all the information that you'll need. And I thank you all for attending, and enjoy the rest of your day. And Wayne, thanks again so much for taking part in this today. The kickoff was great.
You,
I really appreciate
the opportunity. Have a great day.
Excellent. You as well. Thank you, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.
Nice job, Dave.
Thank you.